I think about losing my wife.
Oh yeah.
Like not in a good way, but like I think about two things. I think number one, at the funeral, everyone would go, it should have been him.
Yeah.
That's number one. They were like, it should have been him. Look at his lifestyle. And then number two, I think about, I just couldn't cope. I wouldn't be able to manage.
You wouldn't be able to do stand up. You'd have to. I mean, that was the big reality. Was not that I would be able to do be a single parent and do it well. I was like, I remember thinking, all right, my career is essentially over because my children were very young. There's 5 of them.
How long ago was this?
This was 2 years ago. My wife actually wrote a book about it that's coming out in October.
For real?
Yeah.
So I'd love to have her on my podcast.
Yeah.
If she comes out to promote it.
Yeah.
I would love to talk about that because
yeah,
I am a super big hypochondriac.
Yeah.
I just went to the doctor last week and literally wrote my last will and testament on the drive there.
Yeah.
I was like, so this is it. This is where I find out I'm dying. And then I got the call yesterday. He's like, nah, your liver's a little fatty because you're overweight, but you got to lose weight. That's it. And
by the way, I think that what I learned from that experience is, you know, we all have friends that are hypochondriacs that are like, you know what, my neck hurts. Maybe it's based on, like, people die. People get sick and die, but we like to live in this ongoing experience of denial because if we lived in the paranoia, you know, we wouldn't get anything done.
Oh,
but it's better with the denial because, like, even when you see something on social media about like someone passing away, unconsciously you always think, wow, I'm glad that's not going to happen to me. You know what I mean? Poor person dying, but we're all gonna die right now.
So did she feel something?
She had hearing loss. She was at a pediatrician office. She brought in all 5 of the kids. And this pediatrician was like, and she was like, I can't hear out of this ear. And the pediatrician was like, how long? And she's like, I don't know. And she just assumed that it was like being a busy mom. And so then the pediatrician convinced her to go to an ENT. And then she thought that she was hearing loss. So she was doing these hearing exercises. And then he's like, all right, let's just do an MRI. And so then they did an MRI and they discovered a huge pear-shaped tumor on her brain stem, like with all the cranial nerves going through it, like the nerves that control swallowing and facial and breathing and hearing, all those nerves. The tumor was in the middle of it. And you're just like, what? And then she went through the surgery. I mean, there's like so much, I'm simplifying it so much, but then she got out of the surgery and then she got pneumonia. So it was like pneumonia in the hospital is really bad.
Really bad. I lost a friend to pneumonia in the hospital. And Ralphie.
And so, and
Ralphie had pneumonia.
And so it was like, okay. There's like when the brain surgeon is nervous, then you're really nervous. And so I was like, all right, okay. So I've had a fun time doing stand-up and acting and all this. So it's probably over. So if she survives, she's probably not going to be, in a position to, she's going to need a caretaker. So I was like, all right, it's over. And so then, but she got out of it. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like she had like a tracheotomy. She was fed by a tube. She didn't have liquid. She didn't drink water for like 2 weeks. She didn't have food through her mouth for like a month. And she's married to me.
This is a horrible question. How good did she look?
No, well, she was, by the way, she's a genetic anomaly, meaning she can eat like me and she's still like so tiny. Yeah.
I just told a joke on a podcast about fantasizing about my wife getting hit by a motorcycle and the doctor's going, what do we do? I go, we rebuild her. Like first start with her tits. They need to be huge. But, and everyone was like, I can't believe you said that. And I was like, I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
But that is, I mean, all of that is just so fucking terrifying.
There was the craziest joke I heard, and I wonder if I had heard it before. This guy's wife goes into surgery, and the guy comes out, and the doctor goes, well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The bad news is we had to remove part of her brain, and she can't move. She's going to have to wear diapers. She can't talk. She literally can't breathe. You're going to have to massage her every 2 hours. You're also going to have to spoon feed her. She's going to be irresponsive, unfortunately. And so you're going to have to quit your job. You're going to have to do all these things. And the guy goes, okay. He goes, what's the good news? And he goes, the good news is I'm kidding. She's dead. Don't worry. The worst joke ever. But is that horrible? Don't worry. I'm just kidding. She's dead.
That's an awesome.
It's so bad. So, but I mean, and you're such in touch with gratitude and so many things that and it inspired me. It's like I feel rejuvenated, to appreciate every time on stage.